I first started watching Nana after I watched Paradise Kiss. They both have the same animation studio and manga author. I have heard about Nana many times before. It's a known shoujo and josei anime. Nana is an anime adapted from the manga also known as Nana. The animation studio is Madhouse, which, if anyone knows, has produced one great show after another. Also, it is one of my favorite animation studios. The way they do their art style, character designs, and expressions is just nothing less than a masterpiece. Although Nana's animation is not the best part of the anime, it still matches the tone pretty well. Ari Yazawa wrote the original manga, and I respect her so much now that I've watched two of her works, Nana and Paradise Kiss. It's not an exaggeration to say that she is best at what she does. If I had to sum up Ari Yazawa into 3 words, I would say fashion, music, and relationships. She is so good at these 3 things. She was also a fashion designer before she became a full-time mangaka. And it's not often that an anime teaches me something about life. I often watch anime to know the creative vision of the author, understand it, and move on. I also watch it to escape sometimes. But I did not expect it to slap reality on my face. So we are gonna cover everything that Ari Yazawa is good at. I am only gonna cover Nana in this video, but I will make a separate one for Paradise and her other mangas if I read them. So let's begin. Music. We are only talking about Nana here. So, Ari Yazawa's biggest influence music-wise is punk rock, which was popular at the time. Specifically the English band Sex Pistols of the late 70s and 80s. The bassist in Sex Pistols, Sid Vicious, heavily inspired her. There is a character in the show called Ren Honjo, who is the love interest of one of the main characters. He is purely inspired by Sid Vicious. He even wears the same padlock jewelry that Sid wore through his music career. Also, one of the main characters, Nana Osaki, loved Sex Pistols and Sid Vicious, which is one of the main reasons why she came into a relationship with Ren. Ren also shares the same vision as Sid and a very popular band in the show called Trap Nest. The other band in the show, the main one called Black Stones, also known as Blast. Even the song Sleepwalking for Black Stones was recorded by Glenn Matlock, the bassist of Sex Pistols, and Holly Cook, the daughter of Sex Pistols drummer Paul Cook. As Nana grew popular in the early 2000s, they produced a tribute album, Love for Nana Only One, in 2005. As I've said earlier, Sleepwalking was made by the members of Sex Pistols. Canadian singer Sky Sweetnam also participated in the album and produced Sugar Guitar for Trap Nest. Many Japanese artists also joined the Nana tribute. For Black Stones, Tommy Heavenly Six wrote Gimme All Your Love in English. Twinkles was written by Kimura Kayla. Rock band Abingdon Boys School made Stay Away, while Do As Infinity delivered the song I Miss You. Black Stones was wrapped up by songs Ray My Jedi and Black Crow by Jappa Haranit and Sex Machine Guns respectively. Now for the songs for Trap Nest in the album, pop idol Otsuka Arif made Cherish, which is in English. Hote Tomoyasu wrote Bambino. For the rock part, Tetsu 69 and Zone added their songs Reverse and Two Hearts to the album. Additionally, Takamizawa Toshihiko from the Alfrey wrote a song about relationships in Banana entitled Beat 7, the theme of Love for Nana. This was all the music side of Nana. Fashion. If you've watched Nana, you would probably know by now that Ari Yazawa's favorite fashion designer is Vivienne Westwood. Nana is full of Westwood's clothes, jewelry, lighters, shoes, etc. It even said in one of the beginning of an episode that one of Nana Osaki's favorite things is Vivienne Westwood. Especially jewelry. Every character in the manga wears Westwood's jewelry, from earrings to rings to necklaces, pendants, chokers, etc. The most famous pieces of jewelry that the show made famous are Nana's Vivienne Westwood armor ring and Shin's Westwood chain lighter. I checked the prices of these online and they are expensive as hell. I don't know how they can afford these things as underground broke band members. The outfits in the show are heavily inspired by Harajuku subcultures, Gyaru and Mori Girl, plus Vivienne Westwood's pioneering punk designs, which were getting popular in Japan in the 90s. Ai Yazawa was a fashion school dropout and she chose to pursue illustration instead. She defines the characters and how they are like and act through their clothes. You can look at any Nana's character and without even saying a word you would have some idea of what they are like. Nana is truly a crash course on Y2K Tokyo subculture style, an underrated source of fashion education a decade after its publication on the era's trends for readers today, and Yazawa's love letter to the queen of punk Vivienne Westwood. Also, Ren Honjo is inspired by Sid Vicious's fashion. He wore the same padlock chain as Sid and their fashion personality also matched with each other. Relationships. One of anime's most infamous couples, Nana Osaki and Ren Honjo's relationship is reminiscent of Sex Pistols bassist Sid Vicious and famous groupie Nancy Spungen. In both equally volatile pairings, Ren, similarly to Sid, has a love for his partner bordering on obsession. Vivienne Westwood's partner Malcolm McLaren was in fact the manager of the Sex Pistols, and Westwood would often design pieces with Sid in mind. Ren's leather outfits and padlock necklace are direct references to Sid's unhealthy attachment to Nancy, mimicked by his intense feelings for his first love Osaki. Regardless of the couple's intensity, Nana is careful not to glorify romantic obsession and often portrays their love as a cautionary tale of superficial glamour and unhealthy codependency. I think this is the only reference relationship-wise. Every character in Nana is so well written and has depth. Ari Yazawa opens up every character like a book so you can see the truest unhinged self and human nature of that character. For example, there is this character Shin, who was a regular high schooler at the beginning of the show. Then he left his home to be in the band, and you can gradually see his progression from a 15-year-old high school boy to a male prostitute. This progression even shows in his clothes. He went from wearing his school uniform to wearing Westwood's 70s bondage collection at such a young age, portraying how he grew up too early in his life to support himself. This anime also helped me understand female psychology so much. I have a girlfriend, and even though I am pretty well read on basic psychology and human nature, I just could not understand why we fought so much recently. There is no logical explanation for this dilemma. Then I watched Nana, and it cleared up so many things on how females think and feel. This anime genuinely solved a problem in my life. Even though the anime is pretty stupid at times, there are so many problems in the show that are easily avoidable. I would recommend you watch the anime if you want to know how to pursue a relationship with a chaotic woman and their psychology. I did not like the main character at all though. It's really hard to watch that show sometimes. Alright, that is it for the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.